What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. LA Mamba. It is August 3rd, 2023, and here to talk about the tire shop business and multiple streams of income. So just want to talk a little bit about recent activities and things I've been up to. Like I said, it's already August 3rd. So this is current times right now. So people like to know what other people are up to, and I love to talk about what I'm up to. And so when it comes to the tire shop business, it's still same old thing. Very busy. A lot of tires are selling. Semi-truck tires. I mean everything. Heavy duty. Like the 245, 75, 17.5s. Whatever it is, like, customer needs them. It's like, all right, I'm like, yeah, I get them or whatever, right? They come, and then if I don't got them at that time or whatever, I go take off and go get them, right? Most of the times I do have them here, so then I just tell them, hey, yeah, we got them here, and then they start asking questions about like, how like, like if I do a different size, right? I like tell them like, oh yeah, like this is like wider but the same height. It's gonna feel more stable. It's actually better. These are like current sizes. Like the old sizes are like not really around anymore. So this is why we switched to these sizes. Just an example, if you're doing like a semi-truck tires. I know a lot of tire shop guys don't do semi-truck tires, but if you don't do them and you got the space, number one thing you should do is, man, do semi-truck tires, because there's a lot of profit in it. And for the reason that a lot of shops don't do it, you get customers coming from like far. You got different type of customers, and it's just a very, very good thing. I love the business of that also. It's just another size, pretty much same old thing, just another size. You got to learn how to play with the bars more when it comes to dismounting and mounting. But I mean, you're a tire guy, you can figure it out, right? It's no biggie. But yeah, so like it's been very good. We just have a lot of work. We got my team focus on doing one car at a time. Mistakes happen all the time, like this tire. Look at this thing. One of my guys just messed it all up on this side. Forced it way too much, and then if what happens if you force it and this middle bead comes off, splits from this, then pretty much it pulls to the forward and it creates a ball in the tire, and that's because of the mounting error. The guy came like, oh man, there's a ball now, and yeah, there's no denying it. My guy messed it up and I had to buy him a new tire, and look at that. But it ain't no problem, like that tire was like $400. That just like 1 out of 100 tires you guys gonna mess up on, and too bad it had to be an expensive one, but oh well, no problem. It's only 1 out of 100 that you made profit on, so you just pay for it, move on, no worries, keep going. Don't beat your guy up, don't beat your guy up for that, because he's making you money on the other 99 tires that you sold, and everything went well on those, right? But yeah, so when it comes to the business, I love it. Solid, super consistent, big sales recently. So I was telling someone like, yeah, like here in Spanish we say, oh yeah, el cliente del día, right? Like it means like the one customer of the day, like bought like the big expensive tires, and you made your money on that pretty much all day, so everything is kind of like profit, kind of in a way, right? But dude, like 2 days ago or 3 days ago, I had like 3 clientes al día, like 3 freaking big ass sales, like and it's like that you made a lot of money. I pretty much like sell sensors and new tires on these. Man, it's awesome. And yeah, I mean, the economy is very strong. What I see out here, it was going down and it got up again. it's kind of weird, but it happens all the time. I notice it. Like, it's like, oh yeah, cause people are starting asking me, hey, are your shop slow? And it's like, no, it's steady. And they're like, oh yeah, mine is. And then like a few weeks later, they're like super packed. And you know, like, it's just part of the economy out here in Cali. I know it's different from other parts of the country. You know, like out here, there's a lot of like just everything, man. It's just crazy busy out here. But what I'm trying to say is that, you know, just because something is working now, and you know, for me, it's like, yeah, you don't have to do anything else. You can just keep doing the same old thing, and things will be great, and no need to like do anything else. No need to build another business and all that stuff. But the thing is that I'm in my prime right now. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know, pretty much when it comes to like that retirement like feeling or whatever it is, that it you can't do it. You know what I mean? It's like out of like 100 people I talk to about, like when they're doing very good and they're like growing and all that, and they don't need to work no more, like it's never like retire. You know what I mean? Like when I'm talking about retire, I'm not talking about retire like stop working, but more like headed in that direction, like slow it down and like work half or something, like retirement in that type of way, right? That's what I'm talking about. Like you don't go back, pretty much, right? You instead you keep going, you keep building, you keep doing things. Like you pretty much like finish one project, and then you have more time, and then you can fill it with another project. And I don't know, it's just like it always ends up being like that with everybody I talk to that, you know, is very successful. They just keep going, and so like you build new streams of income pretty much. Once you're done, you're working on another one. Sometimes you're like the owner, and sometimes you're like the builder, right? So like right now, one of the projects I'm working on is upgrading electrical on a mobile home park. And you know that it's very, very complicated stuff, and I'm making more and more progress on it. It just keep working my network, and that's why you gotta be like building your network. If you don't have a network, you gotta start building it. You gotta keep meeting people and telling them what you do, and you know, there's a lot of things you can offer that you don't even know you can offer. Like, oh yeah, I know more people, I can connect you with more people, and then same with them, and then they'll lead you to like someone that does that business, and then you're like, oh shoot, okay, now we can make it happen. And but little by little, it's improving this mobile home park that I'm pretty much becoming a part of here in SoCal. And we're gonna do cash for keys. Well, I want to do cash for keys on a home there. He's a hoarder, real nice guy and all, but you know, it's a very bad it looks very bad on the mobile home park. It looks very dirty. So like he has like his home, his mobile home, and then his trash goes over to the next lot, and then trash goes on to the third lot. Man, it's like big ass mess. So I'm going over there Monday to do pretty much buy his trailer, pretty much sell it back to the park. And that's another value add. First of all, like the rents are gonna go from $300 to like $595. So that, just that alone, it's a good growth on the value of the mobile home park. Second of all, it's less trash and less hassles for, you know, it's just better all around for the park. And third of all, most importantly, it's gonna give us the space in the future when we're gonna like bring in more homes onto the park. You know, we're gonna do a massive value add like that. So the point is, like, as you grow and you start learning more, you're able to do more things that you never thought you'll be able to do. And how are you gonna do it? You're gonna do it through your network, right? People that you know that know people. And you know, I'm really big on networking, and I'm really big on going to like the real estate meetups. You're just growing, man. It's just an awesome, I mean, it's just an awesome thing. It just challenges yourself more, and you know, you're gonna be able to do the more things. So just an example, working on another deal right now. It's either one or two things. If I told you guys in the past a lot about how I love the insurance business when it comes to the car insurance, even though right now it's really bad in California, it's actually the best time to buy, best time to get in right now in pretty much my history, right? Like since I was a kid, or so I'm an adult, like real, like old man or whatever. Right now it's gonna be the best time to get into this industry. So that's one thing I'm working on potentially, and the other one is starting another business when it comes to like last mile delivery. Pretty much is delivering products to the homes from like one destination to the other. It's like pretty much you get a van, you get a worker, and you get the jobs, and send the guy to deliver the packages. That's something we're barely gonna be learning into. So like, so this is one thing I've learned in the past. When, okay, how come you can get into so many different industries you don't even have no idea about, right? And just keep growing and stuff. So like, pretty much, I felt like growing up, and you know, most of us is like this. It wasn't really like this when me and my dad, but it was like, you know, do one thing right, you know? And it's like if you're gonna do a tire shop, do a tire shop business, you know what I mean? And be the greatest thing in that or whatever, right? Yeah, that's awesome, and that's great. You know, if you're gonna be in the tire shop business and be one of the best, that's awesome, you know what I mean? That's, of course. But it doesn't mean that's all you can do, you know what I mean? That's it. That's not where it ends. You know, there's gonna be more time available than you think. There's gonna be more energy available than when you think, and your brain is gonna be more stronger and better later on than what it is now, before you even be the best at the tire shop business, let's just say, right? If that's what you're trying to do. So then like, okay, then that means like, after that, it's like, okay, if you want to do something else, you can do something else. And what's available? Pretty much everything is available. Like every industry. If you want to go into the healthcare, what do you like to do? You like to delivery business. If you want to do in the insurance business, in the real estate business, right? Whatever it is, you have that option. All right. Well, I have that option. What I like the best out of those currently, right? So it's like, all right, well, right now I like this business better. I like that business better, whatever. So like, oh yeah, like when I was going into the U-Haul, I was like, that's like the best thing right now. Like, man, I don't gotta do anything when it comes to like when there's repairs. I don't even gotta wash it. I don't even gotta put gas in those things, right? It's like, man, this is like the best business ever. You know, like all I do is just do contracts and get paid. Do contracts and get paid. And so like I focus on that, you focus on that, it's like, oh, that's awesome. Then there's like, oh, you know, I love the limo business because of this reason. It's fun. You know, you have like a liability you can have fun with. You don't have to go around when you stop, and I'll run one every year type of thing. Or whatever it is that you're trying to do, right? And it's like, all right, now you can make money on that and then have fun with it too. It's like, oh, I love this business. It's fun. Like people just like have fun in your limos, you know, drive at night or whatever. It's fun stuff, right? The point is like, it's like it removes you those limitations from you. Like if you want to do something, you can do it. Just because you didn't grow up in that industry, or your family's not from that industry, or whatever it is, it doesn't mean you can't do it. You know what I mean? Like healthcare, like none of my family's in healthcare. I like the business, and you know, in the future I'll get into it, whether it's through insurance or whether it's through real estate and healthcare, whatever it is. You know, I'll find my way in it. But that's like in the far distance. Right now, what's really calling me is the insurance business. Again, what I'm telling you, the insurance business. And I really like the delivery, but I like the insurance more. It's just more of a solid base. But it's a lot cheaper to get into the delivery. So that's probably the route I'm gonna go, but we'll see, right? But the point is like, okay, so now you figure out, okay, how like, you know, if you're doing some research, how you can make money on it. You're doing some research, oh, you find now like, okay, now you can find the customers, and it's like, okay, so then what's next? All right, you gotta get a van, right? So you get the van, but it's gonna like, okay, like where's the money gonna come from, right? So it's like, all right, well, you already doing your job, or you're already doing side hustles, and you can use that money for the van, right? If you're doing it right, you know, if you're doing something right, you're gonna produce money. So like, if I started like, let's say the U-Haul business and the limo, those things, and I'm doing it right, those things are producing money. So then I'm making more than I was before. So if they're not, then you probably don't want to move from there. You probably want to stick to it and focus on it. And that's what I'm talking about. Once you're done with the project, then you can have more time and then move on to the next project, right? But in my case, like, I was done with like 2 projects at one time. So now I'm, you know, pretty much bigger than I was before, and have more time than when I was working on the project. So then like, everything came out right, and then I'm moving forward now with something else. And so money's coming in. What I'm trying to say is money's coming in more than it was before. And now I want to put that money into something else, just because I want to challenge myself. It's like, it's really fun when you're like learning new things and learning, and when you apply them, you have more progress in your project. And what I'm talking about is in your business, right? And so like, and that goes for anything. It goes for like building cars or whatever it is. I was looking at the car right there. But you just keep moving forward, and it feels great. Like at night, you're like, damn, I freaking feel great. It's badass. I just got like this new, you know, piece of the puzzle that was missing, and now I can go and apply it. You know, go find it, whatever you're now you know what you look for. Like before, you didn't even know what you're looking for, right? And now you find that piece of the puzzle. Is now like, now I know what I gotta go get, you know what I mean? And now you gotta figure out how to go get that thing. And it's just awesome. It's always like growing, and so like, once you figure it out, like, so pretty much it ends up being like this. It pretty much ends up being like, okay, so like, you go buy one thing. So let's call it like the van, right? You buy the van, and then you make that van produce money. So you pretty much build the business around the van. And so like, your goal is to get your money back as soon as possible from that van. So let's say the van costs you like $30,000. Your first goal is gonna be get your $30,000 back, and you still keep the van, right? And then when you get there, then it starts producing income. It's like, okay, now you're making money. So now you actually do making money, and then from there you can go get your $30,000 back. Once you got it back, you can go buy something else, or you can buy in another van, whatever it is. And so that's like, you get your money back as fast as possible. And it's like, all right, how do you get the 30,000? So it's like, yeah, you work hard, and then like, you make other projects produce money, and then you get rid of 30,000, you're broke again, right? Then that's why I like to call it the choke and grow. So the choke and grow, I like to say it on every video, is like, you acquire money, and then that money, you spend it all on this one item, this one physical item, by the way, that's gonna cash flow, right? And so like, oh yeah, shit, you're broke, right? So during the whole time you're doing the project or whatever it is, you're broke, like shit, like, I've spent all my money on this thing, but you're gonna be focused on this, make sure this motherfucker makes money, right? So then you focus and how you acquire your customers or whatever you're trying to do, and start making money. So you focus, you make that business turn, you turn it, make it cash flow. You know, you get your money back. You know, it can take 1 year, it can take 2 years. So it's not really a rush either. Like, it's gonna be the number one priority is to get your money back, but at the same time you got other businesses too. So it's not like, nah, I'm just gonna focus on this thing and just like take a lot of time off from the other things I'm doing. No, it's like, you're gonna focus on this thing, whatever time you have left, you make it work, and then that's it, leave it. And then you focus on your businesses, and you just continue to like grind on this one. Okay, now you got more time, grind. Go back to what you're doing in the tire shop, whatever it is, right? And it's like producing. And then you get the money back and you get your time back. Like, all right, now I can like get a partner with this, or now I get an employee with this. It's producing money now. So now I can afford an employee, now I can afford a partner with it. It's appealing to a partner now. Then it's like, all right, you get more time back. The 30,000 is there producing money, but you already got your 30,000 back over here on this hand, right? So it's like whatever's left on this one's like a gain. And there it is. You got another stream of income, solid stream of income, that it's kind of like either not dependent on you, or just whether making a little bit or a lot. But hey, another stream of income is gonna go real far when it comes to your daily life. I like to tell you, okay, what do you do on your daily life, right? What do you spend money on? Gas, food, housing. So if you pay $1,000 per month on rent, let's just say, split up that $1,000 times 30, and it gives you a number. So that's your number for the day, what it costs you to live in that house for the day, right? And I mean, there's all kinds of, if you like Starbucks, right? It's super hot, so like if you like to go get like those freaking milkshakes, or like the, you know, the ICs and all that. So add that up. So okay, let's say it's gonna cost me, you know, whatever it is, 150 for the day, 250 for the day, and then you get your stream of income that's coming in. It hits up like, I don't know, whatever it is, 120 for the day, whatever, right? So like it knocked out like, let's say like half of your daily expenses. But this is just one stream of income that you just like started not that long ago, and it's just one of them. You know what I mean? It's a big like difference. It's like it goes really far, and that's why I like to make this channel. I like to talk about like multiple streams of income in the tire shop business. And yeah, I think for me, it's always gonna be like my number one business is the tire shop business, until I get something that's gonna make me big money. Like again, probably like the real estate investing. Like if the tire shop creates, let's say like, I don't know, 40 grand a month or whatever it is, 50 grand a month in revenue, whatever it is, and then I build up my real estate business to make, you know, the same 40, 50, let's just say 60 or whatever it is. Then it's like, all right, I'm gonna go do this. It's a lot less work. It's easier to do than the tire shop. Then I'll jump. So pretty much it was like, all right, that's when I'll leave the tire shop business, right? Like when something else is making more money than it is, and I'm not gonna leave the tire shop, start from scratch, not make nothing. You know what I mean? It's like the tire shop's still gonna be there, and I'm doing this that's making the same amount. Then I'll focus on this one more, and I'll be able to grow even more than the shop, right? Just an example. It could be for whatever business though. It doesn't have to be the real estate business. It could be like whatever it is I'm doing. You know what I mean? Any type of business. Whether it's like, I don't know, flipping and shit. Like if I become a flipper, that's how I'm gonna view it. It's like, all right, well, this is gonna be making me more. I still got this one. Then I'll focus more over here. I'll leave this one. But the point is, I'm not gonna be retiring. You know what I mean? Like that's like when you're older. When you're older, and you got like less energy, and you can't think as good, and I see that all the time with, you know, people I meet all the time. I meet people every single day, and I'm like, okay, like I understand why this person doesn't work much, because they're tired. I wouldn't work much either. Like, man, I just don't have the capabilities no more. You just can't do it no more. So till then, man, you just gotta keep hustling hard, just keep going forward, work on new projects, have new ideas. Even if I don't do nothing with these ideas I just told you about, even if I don't do no insurance, and I don't do no last mile delivery, right? Let's just say I don't even do these things, and I just don't do nothing, but I just focus more. I put that energy on my current streams of income. Now these things are just gonna grow and grow and grow stronger. And yeah, when you focus on something, you put more energy in it, put more money in it, the revenues, the income is gonna grow more. That's not a bad thing either, you know what I mean? But the thing is that at least I started some, and continue them, and it's like you know, I don't want to say it's not that hard or difficult. I'm just gonna say it's not impossible either. You know what I mean? It's just keep going and learning and trying new things, meeting new people, because you gotta have it all. You gotta meet new people all the time and network with them. You gotta have new ideas all the time. You gotta be always on your sales game. Currently with your business, you always gotta be leading your people. You always gotta be saving and investing. So everything all at once. It ain't no like, I want to do this one next time, and you have to do it all at once. Till then, I'll see you guys next time. Mamba out.